Hello Aries, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. This is your December 1st to the 10th general love reading. How are you, my lovely Aries? I hope that all of you are doing amazing. I have a feeling wherein you guys are having this huge relief over a burden that you've been feeling. For some of you, I feel like you're still on that process of releasing a burden in your life by making a decision. Hopefully that will be able to get clarity in your situation. Please note that this is a general reading and it's not going to be for everybody. Please take whatever resonates and leave out what doesn't. But if you want to request for a private reading, my information is down below. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Love messages for the period of December 1st to the 10th. I want to say thank you guys so much for your subscriptions, likes, and shares on my YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys so much. So I'm excited to see what is going on for my dear Aries. You guys are very strong individuals, you know? And when it comes to love, you really love hard. However, be very careful about that fire energy of yours. It's better that you also take the time whenever you make permanent decisions, especially if you know there's a temporary situation in front of you and that you might just need to think twice before engaging into any form of commitment or relationship. I have that sense of feeling where the spirit is telling me to remind you of that, okay? Alright, so let's cut the deck and we're gonna jump right into your reading. Spirit, angels, and universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Allow us to see only a reflection of the truth. And see what I mean? We have the Tower in reversed here. This showing up as your first card, I must say, Aries, that you are still, like I mentioned, trying to get rid of a burden, alright, which represents maybe a relationship from the past or a certain person in your life, and you have this feeling of not being able to fully understand where this is all going. Alright, so you are going to be presented by the universe with that moment of reckoning wherein you need to make a major decision. You also need to reflect on how you're going to deal with a situation or a relationship that clearly needs to come down, to fall down. Alright, so this is the Tower card. The Tower always is represented by the things and relationships or maybe people that you thought are going to be good for you, but eventually they need to be getting rid of in your life for the simple reason that it's no longer serving your highest good. Alright, I know it's easier said than done, but this needs to happen so that shaky situations, you know, that represent a false sense of happiness can also pave way for new love, new opportunities, new energies, and that you are called for to adapt on these new circumstances. However, it's like that shitty feeling that you get. Alright, I understand, you know, things must be flying in different directions at the moment and you're looking for some form of refuge and rest under these circumstances. But you must understand that when the Tower card appears in reversed here, you just need to go through this process. It's okay to feel helpless about the situation, but the only way around this is to survive and accept. Alright, that's the key word, acceptance. That this change will forge a new, more positive path into your life. Okay, so we have Ace of Cups right there. You see what I mean? A new, more positive path in your love and in your relationships. So the Spirit wants to remind you that you need to become more aware than ever during this disastrous period, seemingly disastrous period in your life. There's always hope, inspiration that's going to come into your way. It's only a matter of how you see this period in your life, all right? You must also be able to remember the blessings despite the seemingly chaotic events going on around you, all right? So this is the universe way of pouring more water into your cup, a larger source of replenishment, all right, with your emotional state, with your relationships. So Ace of Cups is a wonderful blessing. It's a beautiful omen to receive. It's a period of excitement, happiness that awaits you. It feels like for some of you, it has been a dry journey, a dry land, all right, here on earth, with your emotional state, with your relationship. So it's almost like the Star card, Ace of Cups. It represents hope, also a replenishment into your life in general, all right? So don't give up. It's not a loss of inspiration, but see it as if you are being strengthened and you are being regenerated into something more flourishing, more abundant, okay? We have here Seven of Cups, all right, another Cups right there. I'm gonna get more cards. We have Four of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, also the Five of Pentacles in reverse. With the overall theme, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Chariot card in reverse right there. I'm gonna put that right over there so we can see all the cards. Wow. For some of you, I feel like you're almost done accepting the situation, the disaster that has happened. You are now more than aware that this is a blessing in disguise. Dealing with tough issues, there are maybe a lot of factors that you are not aware of. That is why the Seven of Cups is here. There's a feeling of lacking a firm understanding and also your emotions being all over the place here. It could also indicate that you are trying your best to think creatively outside the box, dealing with this tough situation. For some of you, I feel like you're trying to escape the reality due to the fact that this is not an easy thing to process. It's not an easy thing to actually accept. All right? It's not that you're being pessimistic about this or you're being trying to avoid a situation. I just feel like you are subconsciously trying to become more creative in your solutions, in your perspective about the whole thing. But with the Seven of Cups here, this could also mean for some of you that you have a lot of options handed to you, how to go through about this Tower in reverse right there. It could also mean that you are falling short of making a clear, concise decision, all right, because you have been drained out of this whole process of healing yourself from the Tower. I feel like you have this scattered energy and you're dealing with too many things at once, and it feels like you are avoiding some form of confrontation, maybe confrontation with yourself as well. There are things that you can't quite accept in face value, especially with your emotions. All right, so feels like you're perfectly content where you are right now, flying through the crowds. Maybe for some of you, you are enjoying this new beginning, Ace of Cups, but in spirit of not wanting to burden yourself any further with this Tower in reverse, whatever that is. Could have been an ending of a friendship, ending of a relationship, or love, partnership in general. It feels like you are leaving in this dream world for now, and you fly in the air. Hopefully in time though, you will touch the ground and face your true emotions, because if you don't reach for it, I mean, you're just gonna stay up in the clouds and you're not gonna be able to grasp this Ace of Cups, this lovely beginning, the reality that there is in fact hope after this very tough, difficult period. All right, so we have here Four of Swords. I feel like you have been choosing to keep your silence. All right, Four of Swords. It was a tough conflict. Swords also represent a conflict, an argument, but it also means there has been an intense period of contemplation on your end of what's really important in your life. And that's the whole point of the Tower card here. It reveals aspects of your being, especially where you're planning your trust, your love, your faith, and your action. If you're planting that on things that are superficial, based on ego, based on false sense of reality, then this is bound to come down. So this Four of Swords, I'm more than happy to see that you are taking the time to really contemplate on your life here, on your relationships. And this is also you resisting and recharging your body and mind so that you can also move forward in a new journey. Safe to say that you are done with the battle. We see the Tower becoming in reverse right there. It doesn't mean that you're not over the situation. It just means that you are taking it slow, taking your time here, really contemplating about the battle that has been done, and you need more time to heal. So you're taking a step back from the situation, and you feel like it's necessary for you to withdraw from this altogether. And that's why perhaps the Tower is in reverse right there. You are really being silent about this, because if this is on the upright, it means you are boldly, all right, boldly clearing the situation, boldly saying what you feel. So in reverse here, there's a feeling of falling into silence, kind of like that of the High Priestess. All right, but here you are really taking a step back from the situation to review the next course of action. But definitely there is hope in the situation after you face through this very difficult heartbreak, grief, or disappointment. All right, you're gonna come out feeling more replenished. All right, there's going to be forgiveness here. Ace of Cups also represents forgiveness. Forgiveness for that one person who has caused you some wrongdoing. All right, but it also entails for your end to accept moving forward from the past, from the hurt that has caused you, so that finally the clouds can be lifted and you're going to give way to light, leaving all of that conflict and argument behind. You have here the Ten of Pentacles. It's a beautiful thing, you know. I feel like this talks about that relationship to which you are trying to transition from, all right? Ten of Pentacles with the Tower tells me that this has been a long-term friendship, could be a platonic friendship, or could have been a relationship with a partner you are romantically involved with. You have built a long-term relationship with this person, all right, and it has been a secure foundation as you thought it was. You have really laid down all of the hard work. You have brought careful attention to this relationship. You really put the effort in to feel the safety and security, and you thought that this was a relationship where you belong, all right? But clearly it needed to come down with the Tower for a reason. There has been something that has been brought to light here. You could say that it was something that needed to happen indeed. It wasn't easy, but it needed to happen so that freely things can flow in your life. And it was a moment of reckoning. Whatever is superficial needed to come down so that something genuine can happen. So this ending being the 10 here, there's an ending of a cycle. It's gonna bring and forge on a new path, like I mentioned. Ace of Cups. So an ending of something is a beginning for something new. And if you felt that lack of security, this discontentment from the past, and there could have been issues of losing love or emotional attachment in that relationship, you can be assured that this new beginning is going to be a learning process for the two of you. All right, there's going to be a feeling of enjoyment of this, all of this falling into the right place. Granted, of course, that you are going to be emotionally honest with how you feel, Seven of Cups, because if you keep trying to build castles, sand castles in the air, and being, you know, a bit resisting to the truth here, Seven of Cups. If you're going to keep on running away from a confrontation or maybe an honest talk with really how you feel, then this is just going to be delayed further for you. All right, it's not that it's a bad thing. Take all the time that you need, but if you feel like you are ready to reach your goals, you're ready to manifest your dreams into reality, you're ready to manifest this relationship to reality, then there's no reason for you to keep running away from all of this, because it's also going to signify a waste of resources and energy if you keep running away from all of this. Okay, no one is going to pave that new path for you except you. So it's like the universe is asking, what are you going to do about this Tower here? Yes, you know, you are aware that this needed to happen, but you also have to become more aware now that this is happening. Where do you want to go from here? And that is why you need to be reminded that you have complete control to where this is going to take you. Okay, so going back to the reading, I apologize for that, my battery almost died right there. Anyway, going back to your reading, to wrap things up here, we have Five of Pentacles in reverse along with the Four of Pentacles. So you see, this is not already just affecting your emotional state, but also your ability to seize your career, your work, or your sense of livelihood. For some of you, I think that the workplace is also being affected. Could be a job, a financial insecurity, because it's coming from a place of feeling alone, abandoned, anxious, and unwanted. Therefore, everything else is affected in your life. And that is true when a situation is very difficult and you're lacking some spirituality and a strength of faith in yourself. Then even your workplace, your job, your career can be affected. All right, we're all human, and we have this need to be loved and to give love as well. So with Five of Pentacles in reverse and Four of Pentacles, I feel like you are already getting out of this very difficult situation. It's already in reverse. There's already an improvement overall. Okay, but you need to be more consistent to really become more decisive. That's what the Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups here indicates, so that you may reach that emotional security that you're looking for. Yes, it was a feeling of defeat. See, we have the Chariot in reverse here. You feel like things crumbled down. You felt helpless. All of that was indeed orchestrated. And there's no reason to fear the change that's going to come, because something beautiful is indeed going to forge its way on your life. Okay? So there's no reason for you to fear this, even though you feel like you're being cautious about the whole ordeal. Two fours are here showing up, and two fours indicate that you have this desire to be stable. You have this desire to become more established with your love, with your relationship. And it may be wise for some of you to take a step back, but also see to it if you're just stalling on making a decision. Because if you don't decide now, then it's going to be harder for you, and you're just going to keep on disappointing yourself for the lack of planning, lack of decision making, all right, and lack of restoring happiness within you. There's no one else that's going to make this decision for you but you. You must be willing to be expressive about how you feel when you're ready. This is all a learning process being handed to you by the universe. Okay, so that is your reading, my dear Aries. Please like and share this video. Meditate on this. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you once again for listening to the video, and I'll talk to you soon.